It's a nationwide trend. People refusing to cooperate at a DWI checkpoint, thinking that a do not consent sign in their window will give them a pass. But is it legal in North Carolina? Bill Malushin spoke with an attorney and CMPD about this. He joins us live now in the studio. Bill?
Hey, Barbara. Yeah, these are the signs we're talking about. They're these little pieces of paper you put in your windshield that say three things: I remain silent, no searches, and I want my lawyer. CMPD says if you plan on using one of these here in Charlotte at a DUI checkpoint, you can be arrested. But an attorney I spoke with says it's just not that simple.
When the lights of the law are in your rearview mirror or you pass through a DUI checkpoint, how cooperative must you be with the police?
The general answer is that you don't need to comply with anything, but if you don't blow, they can take your driver's license away in North Carolina.
Local attorney Corey Rosensteel has heard about drivers starting to place these placards in their windshields. They inform officers they're not opening their window, they're not talking, and they're not handing over their license. But is it a good idea?
It's not illegal to drink and drive in North Carolina. It's illegal to be impaired and drive. So the question mark for somebody is, if I have been drinking but I'm not impaired and I don't want to interact with the officers, even though I know that I haven't done anything wrong, should I still interact with those officers? And that's a tough question to answer.
But if you ask CMPD, there's no question about it. A department spokesperson telling me, quote, anyone who does this here could be charged with resisting, delaying, or obstructing an officer in the performance of their duties, which is a Class 2 misdemeanor. That can get you up to 60 days in jail and up to a $1,000 fine.
They need to check you for red glassy eyes and an odor of alcohol and ask you if you've been drinking. And they're going to say that you're then resisting, you're delaying that officer in his effort to investigate.
But Rosensteel doubts that the charge would ever hold up in a court of law.
Now, there are circumstances where you can be prosecuted for resisting a public officer, for not cooperating with an officer who's complying with his duties. But simply standing silent, I think, would be a difficult argument for the state to make when they've got no evidence of any crime taking place.
Now, the Supreme Court already ruled that DUI checkpoints are legal in every single state. And Rosensteel warns that if anyone plans on using one of these placards, you're likely going to draw a lot more suspicion to yourself, and you will not be doing yourself any favors with the police officer. Barbara?
All right, thank you, Bill. And CMPD also tells us it hasn't heard of any officers encountering any of these placards as of yet. But police reiterate, if you do, you are facing a Class 2 misdemeanor arrest. Coming up, more